Well, Israeli soldiers have also shot and killed a Palestinian carpenter who's a father of 6 near Nablus. The 39-year-old was initially attacked by Israeli settlers in the town of Karawat Bani Hassan. Settlers then forced him out of his car and burned it before he was shot in the neck by an Israeli soldier. Elsewhere in the West Bank, 10 masked Israeli settlers raided a Palestinian-owned restaurant in the village of Sawiya. Security camera footage captured the moment of the attack, you're seeing it there, which clearly caused significant damage to that building. Well, let's now speak to our correspondent who's on the ground there for us. Hoda Abdel-Hamid is in Hebron. Hoda, tell us what you've been seeing there where you are.
Well, there have been several raids overnight here in Hebron. In total, 8 people were detained, 4 women and 4 young men in their 20s. Now, we're here at the house of the Karame family, where one of the raids happened at around 2:30 in the morning. So as we understand it, the soldiers came through this door, and you can see around me all this mess that happened. This is the soldiers really searching and ransacking the courtyard of the house, I would say. Inside, you had 7 people sleeping, the mother and 6 children, of which one is a 1-year-old child. Now, I'm told that it's only when the soldiers knocked at this door that they woke up and understood that something was going on. Now, the person that was detained is Barah Karame. She's 18 years old, and she's a university student. And I'm here with her mother, Hana, and Hana is actually quite emotional still. Hana, انت كنت هنا في نص الليل. احكي لي ايه اللي حصل بالضبط.
At about 2 in the morning, we heard some noise and some banging on the door. They tried in a barbaric manner to open the door. We told the Israeli occupation soldiers to wait, we will open. This door is totally sealed. We had to open the back door. This door was smashed by the Israeli occupation soldiers. At that time, they directed their laser beam on our heads. We have children, daughters and boys, and 1-year-old boy. They dragged my 14-year-old boy. They pulled him outside the house, and they started roughing him up, interrogating him. And it was a terrifying scene, and my children were really frightened. They started to take down our names. At that point, they took my 18-year-old daughter, Bara. They surrounded her, and they started to take photographs of her. When I tried to ask what's going on, they screamed and asked us to shut up. We were really frightened, and a large number of soldiers armed to the teeth. They started to destroy and smash everything in the house. I tried to ask what, before that, my husband is detained. He is detained by the Israeli occupation forces. They hushed us. They took my daughter together with me inside the back room. A female soldier started to body search her in a very rough manner. They searched her in a very violent fashion, and after that they took her away. They pushed me out of the room, and they kept the daughter inside. They asked me, why do you think they took your daughter away? Nothing was disclosed. They asked us, tomorrow there will be a swap deal with Gaza, and your daughter will be released. And the Israeli soldiers said, let the Gazans have her released. So they told you that they took her as a prisoner, and she will be released in a swap deal. I tried to ask them what is going on. What did she do? What crime did she commit? They did not answer. They kept destroying and smashing everything in the house. I told them we are civilians. She is a juvenile. She was born in 2005. She's a young child. What did she do? You are very anxious and tense, no doubt. Before that, last week, my husband was detained, and today they have taken my daughter. I even begged them to give her some heavy clothes because the weather is cold. They refused. They even refused to give her anything while they took her away. Last week, many detainees, Palestinian detainees, were released, and you must have heard their stories. Yeah, this made me more frightened. I'm really fear for my daughter, the way the Israeli occupation soldiers are dealing with the Palestinian detainees. We hope that the Red Cross would intervene and find a solution. She is an innocent, young, 18-year-old university student. She did not commit any crime.
Now, she doesn't know where her daughter has been taken to, but we spoke to other females who were detained here in Hebron just yesterday, and they explained to us that there's several phases in their detention. They first are taken to a nearby to Ofer prison, and from there they're taken to somewhere called the Sharon prison, where they spend several days during interrogations. And all the females we spoke to said that the conditions there were very harsh. And it's after that that they are moved once again to Damon prison, which is the female prison for Palestinians inside Israel. Now, they said that inside those jails they are completely cut off from the world, and that the conditions are quite harsh because they said that they felt that the soldiers there, the prison guards there, were taking their revenge or their anger out of what happened on October 7th on these detained people inside the jails.
Hoda Abdel-Hamid with that report for us from the ground in Hebron in the occupied West Bank. Thank you, Hoda.